Why was Desert Drifter so drawn to this place? Out of all the canyons, all the cliffs, all the hidden cracks of the American Southwest, why this one spot? People think Desert Drifter just wandered the desert, but he didn't. He followed something, a feeling, a pull, almost like he sensed that this place meant more than anyone realized. People laugh when you say a place can have a connection to something ancient, something global, something that reaches all the way across the world, to Egypt, to forgotten civilizations, to myths buried in stone. But I don't laugh, because Desert Drifter traveled to places most people never will. Spain, Peru, the American Southwest, searching for patterns carved into the earth itself. And he wasn't alone. He was the reason I've came down here. He was the spark, the one who inspired an entire wave of explorers. And somehow, without coordinates, without a plan, without even knowing where I was going, I drove 16 hours straight into the unknown. And the very first adventure I landed on was the exact same location Desert Drifter was magnetized to. The same rocks, the same cliffs, the same ancient silence. Call it fate, call it intuition, call it something older than both of us, guiding our steps. But I believe things happen for a reason, and I don't think this was an accident. There's a reason I'm here now, a reason my boots are standing on the same ground he once crossed, a reason my eyes are seeing the same formations that stopped him in his tracks. He left a trail, not of GPS coordinates, but of curiosity, obsession, and unanswered questions. And today I'm going to follow that trail. I want to know what he felt. I want to know what he saw. I want to know why this place pulled him in so strongly he couldn't walk away. So today, we're diving into the canyon he couldn't ignore. We're going to find out if this place really holds a connection, whether it's to Egypt, to ancient people, or something even more mysterious. This is where Desert Drifter's journey and mine collide. And this is where we find out why. Every day I find myself asking, how is that possible? And today, look at this. How is this possible? How is that possible? Even naturally. Look at that. It all looks like it was just stacked up. And this looks like it's like a camel face or something. Or a duck. But imagine how heavy they are.
We're getting really close to the pictographs, the most mysterious ones that can't be explained. But check out this strange, bizarre, megalithic place. This is absolutely gorgeous. Look how that was carved. This is like the perfect little camping spot. A little seat. Beautiful views. That was probably some sort of tool at one time. Yeah, look at this. That is absolutely insane. Dang. Look at it. This is the coolest little spot I've ever found. They definitely would have been using this as a shelter because the pictographs are right up there. It's absolutely amazing. Look how big that rock is. And they're all strangely formed. This is like something out of Cappadocia in Turkey. Really weird looking. They're all like this. Strange holes. And then we got the strangest megaliths on Earth. Looking up here. What the heck? What? That looks like the Sphinx. So bizarre. Whoa. Whoa. Some of the coolest rocks I've ever seen. This is out of a whole nother planet. I would absolutely love to get up there. I gotta find a way. There's always a way. I found the Sphinx of Egypt in America. Look at this. What the heck? And then there's the strangest trail I have ever seen in my life. It goes way up this crack, up into there. This place is amazing. Huge overhang. And down there is pictographs of someone throwing meteorites. And the strangest part is they carved little footholds every few feet. So I'm gonna go up there and check it out. So this might be the sketchiest thing I've ever done, but for some reason the ancient people went up there. It's like one of the scariest cracks ever. It's just wide enough where you can get a foot or a hand in there, but here is where they carved little handholds the entire way. There's a huge drop off the side, but I will pull the camera out when I make it to the top. Holy guys. That's the most awkward climb I've ever done. I don't have my climbing shoes, so it is so awkward, and it gets really steep, and it's so scary because you picture this rock is just sitting there. Like, holy, whew. Why the heck did the ancient people come up here? Why? Oh my goodness. Oh. Holy. Man, oh man. Okay. That's as far as I'm going. It's like 1,000-foot drop. You can faintly see they made petroglyphs. You'd need a drone to be able to see whatever it is they made. Holy, that is scary. What a strange place. Looks just like the Sphinx over there. So the ancient people climbed all the way up here to make some petroglyphs. It's pretty much impossible to see, but they just chipped it in there. And it's massive, and it is like thousands of feet up. Maybe they just came up here to hide food. Who knows? But it's so hard to tell what they were drawing. So mysterious. There's little scrape lines everywhere. Alright guys, I'm gonna attempt to climb down to see the pictograph of a man shooting a meteorite out of his hand. Does this place get any more bizarre? We have the Sphinx over here, and the strangest stacked megalith rock in the world. And then right down there is the pictograph of a man shooting a meteorite out of his hand. And this spot I'm at lines up with the middle of those. I am so bloody excited for tomorrow to do a multi-day hike and camp. Wish me luck, guys. I've got to climb down from this. It is so sketchy. It's hard to even... Scary just looking down. Were these ancient people doing up here? They must have just made an offering up here. It's the only thing I can think of. Because they must have thought as those as gods. But here we go. I'll put you guys away, and I'll inch myself down. Scary, but I love it. I'll see you guys over there, where I'll show you the pictograph where a man is shooting a meteorite out of his hand. How strange is this, you guys? Why did they climb up there? There's a foothold. There's one. You just see it all the way up. There. How did they do that 1,000 years ago? Like without rope? How was he hanging on while he's chipping his way along? So, this was one of the weirdest, sketchiest climbs I've done. Not very scary, just interesting. So to give you guys a better idea, I climbed up this and there's a ledge up there. But it is so mysterious why they even wanted up there. So think of all the other ledges that could have hidden spots. This is just blowing my mind. All right, guys. So that's the ledge I was up. And now I see the pictograph. But first, here is a deer. You can faintly see it. Big fat deer. But this is the most insane pictograph. I don't think you'll be able to explain it. Here is something else. The moon, maybe, the sun, and a snake. Can hardly see it. There is also a man, and then a bighorn sheep. There it is. The biggest, most mysterious pictograph ever. It's like he's throwing fire. Like, what the heck? What the heck are these? Torpedoes? Rockets? Wow. And it's hard to tell, but he has a yellow aura around him. You guys might not be able to see, but he has like this glowing aura around him. He's throwing a meteorite or fire. What the heck is that? Oh yeah, he has like an aura all the way around him. Like he's glowing. Same with these. Whoa. Someone explain this. Guys, it gets even more interesting. So right up here is that overhang that I hiked up, and right down below, you can obviously see they were living right here. They moved all these rocks and stacked them. They made kind of a wall right here. And you can tell right here's where they'd grind their food. It's a beautiful, beautiful spot. This is where they would have lived. Strange creature people. There's another cool little ledge, just like the one where I hiked up there. It's right here. So above, so below. There's more mysterious pictographs. All over there's chert, where they were making their arrowheads. coals everywhere where they had their fire, and more mysterious pictographs. It's so mysterious. This one doesn't have eyes. And notice how their shoulders are up like a bat. Like they have wings and they're about to take off. And there was more things here, you can't tell. And then 2 other ghostly figures. It is crazy. Notice all the lines and no eyes. I wonder what they painted this stuff on with. My guess has always been blood and a mixture of mineral, berries, something acidic. Whoa, I've never seen one this low. So they lived in this whole area, right where they could see the Great Sphinx. They probably worshiped those as gods. What a cool spot. There's pieces of chert everywhere. Piece of ashes. That's a huge chunk of chert. But it's getting late, guys. I'm gonna start my hike back. Got quite a ways to go up and out of a canyon. But join me in a few days maybe, and we'll explore more of these. I'm hoping to go to some cliff dwelling places. And another mysterious place, the Holy Ghost panel. Probably my favorite and most mysterious. So, have a good night, guys. Take care. What are the chances of this? The minute I finally make it up the canyon, like I was over there, had to hike up this. The minute that I'm up here, the sun is exactly in the middle of these 2 megalithic stone towers. I call this one the Sphinx. And there's another strange face over here, overlooking. That face is looking directly to the middle of these 2 megaliths. It gets stranger and stranger and stranger. Look at this. Barely made it to the top of the cliff. Is this a sign, guys? Let me know.